The brand new camera announced by Fujifilm is the Fujifilm X-S20. Let's talk about it. Alright, so Fujifilm is marketing this new camera as the perfect traveler camera. So what does that mean? That means it has a very small and light form factor. The whole camera body weighs less than 500 grams and it is quite tiny and quite small, which is perfect to carry around when you're backpacking through a country and you want to travel light. The other feature that's very important when you're a travel photographer is power. Being able to carry your camera around all day and not run out of batteries, either because otherwise you have to carry extra batteries in your bag or because you'd have to make stops at your hotel to recharge midday, and sometimes this is just not something that's possible. With this new camera, they have equipped the X-S20 with one of the biggest batteries on the X series, which is the same as the XH2S. I believe it is the MPW235 batteries, which is very powerful and long lasting. But on top of that, they've coupled this with the brand new X Processor 5, which is the processor, by the way, that's in the X-T5 and the XH2, which is the best brand new processor from Fujifilm. But they've kept the older sensor. They've kept the 26 megapixel S-Trans Sensor 4, which is the same one that was in the XS10, the X-T3, X-T4, X100V, and many other cameras. So by keeping the older sensor and adding the brand new processor 5, they can get the best performance out of this camera using less power. And by adding the bigger battery that's in the XH2S, with this sensor, they can achieve really impressive performance. Now, the guy in the Fujifilm X Summit video has been going around Bangkok all day, taking over 1,000 shots. And at the end of the day, still had about 1 bar on the battery. So if that's true, this is very impressive. And for a travel photographer as myself, this is an amazing performance. And I wish any camera that I use would have that kind of performance, because this is just great. Now, the other characteristics of this camera are going to be IBIS with 5-axis stabilization. Nothing new with that. It's the same IBIS that we've seen in other cameras, so it's not like brand new technology that's going to revolutionize the stabilization for Fujifilm. There's also a built-in flash that they were really excited about in the video, but I'm really questioning it because how many of us photographers actually do use flash photography? I'm not sure, but I guess this is a very good flash from what they say, and it has very natural light, and apparently you can actually change the settings to have it more or less powerful to make it look more natural. So that's, I guess, a great feature. And one last thing that's been added is a video vlog mode. So they haven't gone into too much details about this vlog mode and what it can do, but from what I would understand, there would be some sort of a software performance where it actually detects the face when you're filming and would give you background blur or defocus of the background. So maybe that might look a little fake, kind of like the iPhone cinematic mode. I don't know exactly how that works, but it's one of the features that they mentioned. With this vlog mode, they've come up with accessories that are actually great for vlogging. Number one accessory is a tripod that has controls in it by Fujifilm that works with every Fujifilm camera. And pretty much you can hold your camera as you're vlogging and you have all the controls on the stick. You can also use this tripod as a remote control, so if you're away from the camera, you can use it to take photos or record videos. That's a great accessory. And then they've mentioned a new accessory as well, which is just a fan called Fan 001. And it's just a fan that you screw in the back of the camera when you're in a very hot temperatures, like in Bangkok, exactly like they said in this video. You can use the fan to avoid overheating if you're like shooting all day. All right, I guess that's it for all the technical aspects of this new camera, the X-S20. Guys, let me know in the comments down below if it's a camera you'd be interested in. Are you a travel photographer? Do you want to get a small factor camera from Fujifilm that could be performant like the X-S20, or are you more of an XT series kind of guy or an XH2S series kind of guy? I personally think that since I'm doing a lot of videos, I'm very attracted to the XH line because it's really good for videos. And as far as photography goes, if I was going to go to a small factor camera, I would probably go for a fixed lens system like the X100V. I think that's the camera I would go for. Even though the X-S20 seems to be like a great camera, it doesn't seem to register with me as a camera that I would want to get. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys next week for another video, I hope. All right, cheers.